Ah, hello once again to Dragon Barrow's Nerdsville. Today, this is the third installment. Well, not today, but this video is the third installment of the Paw Patrol. This one we're covering Paw Patrol and Voltron, being the connecting the system, the thing, or the crossovers. I'm not saying that the vehicles can transform into a muddy giant robot. This one, it has to do with how they get into their uniforms. As people are aware, this is more or less speaking about Voltron, or actually Lion Force Voltron, or Voltron the Lion Force. It deals with more about the whole premise of one minute they're in one model of the tire, and the next minute they're in something else. That is what I'm talking about with the whole Voltron and Paw Patrol. As some of you are aware, that who are parents of children who watch this show and who have watched Voltron in the past, is that behind there's like a veil sequence. Then you see them in their attire, for the exception of Tracker and Everest. They virtually wear their stuff 24/7, since I don't have the technology to perform such in their areas, being on top of the mountain and in the jungle on top of the mountain for Everest, and in the jungle for Tracker. It's just the whole fact of the matter is, you go, like the logo comes down for Paw Patrol, like the paw logo comes down, vroom vroom, and the logo goes down. Like the logo goes down with the pups coming up, and they're in their attire, like in their uniforms. And it's just so amazing. It's so, you think, hang on, and the same thing for Voltron. Like you see Princess Allura, Hunk, Pidge, Lance, and Keith. Like they did the whole zip line when they let it go. Like they're in their, like, in what could be classified as civilian attire, and then they come into the uniforms, which is so, like, you go, how in the hell? It's the same thing. I have the same emotions. Yeah, how in the hell like, especially with Princess Allura, like, she has to put on the helmet. Like, how can she put on the helmet with, like, all like the big bun in that? Hunk with, like, the skin tight uniform. Pidge with most probably be a looser fitting uniform. I'm thinking about the same thing with Paw Patrol. How did, like, especially when, after, as I may mention, in the Simpsons video about Marshall doing something silly, like tripping up and that, and you just see like the whole of, like, the pups being all in a messed up state, to them being able to be in their uniforms. It has that similar feeling of how in the world is this happening? How smart is Ryder, or how smart is the planet where Voltron, the Lion Force, has? What sort of technology is in there? The same thing can't be said for Centurions, any other sort of thing. It's just with these two, and it's just so amazing to have this sort of thing happening with these shows. Man, I'm trying to be a bit more analytical, but it's just I can't be this. I can't be more analytical than what I am now. This to close this video up. Bright light, like bright shining white light, or behind the shield. Something happens. I would have loved to have seen Voltron show how it was done. Paw Patrol, people of Nickelodeon, please do something where it won't make the children, like the young preschoolers of today, become like me in 30 years from now. They go, like, say something about another video, like another TV show, and they go, oh, it's like Paw Patrol with this, and they go, how in the hell did they get into that sort of thing and that? Please make this happen, Nickelodeon. And on that note, I'll have to leave it there, and cheers.